Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and I have one hell of a car behind me. Now, you might be saying, wow, check out that custom, really creative car here. Somebody built this car. Is that an old Ford Coupe that's been turned into something? Believe it or not, this is a 1990s car. This is a Plymouth Prowler. Now, if you're wondering, well, what is a Plymouth? Plymouth used to be a car company that was part of the whole Chrysler brand, Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth. Unfortunately, Plymouth does not exist anymore. But back in the 90s, they actually got this crazy idea to take a concept car that they showed at the Detroit Auto Show in the mid 90s and turn it into a production car. This car, even though there's some add ons that the owner did, came like this from the factory. This is a Plymouth Prowler. Check out the front of this car. This car was all about styling, catching people's attention, making some excitement for the Plymouth brand. Now, if you're wondering what the heck are these two big things, obviously the car had to meet Department of Transportation regulations. So the car had to come with these front bumpers. These are energy absorbing front bumpers. Some owners choose to take them off after the fact, but the car had to come with it. I really, really like what Chrysler and Plymouth did with the front of the car, the aerodynamics. Now, one thing the owner did was he added a bunch of chrome and he added this hood scoop on it. Love it or hate it, it's his car. I'm not really the biggest fan. I think the car looks a lot cleaner without the hood scoop, especially because it is not functional. But hey, this isn't my car, and it doesn't look too shabby. If you didn't know that it wasn't supposed to be there, you'd probably think that it came from Plymouth with that. Another thing that really made or they made it or broke it for people is what's underneath the hood. Now, when you see a car like this, you're going to probably say, "Wow, does it have some big huge V8? Does it have something with a bunch of power?" This car came with a V6 and it didn't have a lot of power. And it didn't even come with a manual transmission. It came with an automatic. So I think at the end of the day, that was one of the bigger letdowns for the car, even though aesthetically it was so drawing. It just drew you to the car like a moth to a flame. Unfortunately, power-wise, it wasn't there. Let me go ahead and take a look at show you the side here. Another thing this owner wound up doing was he added these vents down here. These are not stock. They did not come like this from Plymouth. It gives it an extra touch. And like I said, I personally don't love it, but hey, it's not my car. And I think if you didn't know this car, you would have thought that Plymouth put them on there. If you look at the styling here, I really like the clean lines. They kept true to that old hot rod look. Check out the inside. Now, this car is a convertible. Unfortunately, the owner has it up instead of down. I think when it's down, it's a much cleaner look. But you can see there's, unfortunately, that automatic transmission. I'm not the biggest fan of an automatic and something so, fast looking. And you think that this car is about the enthusiast and somebody who wants to roll through the gears. They didn't even give you the option. And I think that's my biggest disappointment is I don't like it if they don't give people an option. If they want to put an automatic in it, fine, but at least give people who want a manual that manual ability. I really like how Chrysler and Plymouth took the design and the car goes from very narrow to very wide. I mean, let me have Tom show you here. I don't think you can really tell. I don't think you can really tell how far these front wheels stick out. Here's the body of the car. Engine is sitting under here, but check out the space here. This is not your traditional type of car, and that's why it was so mind-blowing that a car company could produce something like that. You could clearly see the control arms that actually are there for your steering. Something revolutionary back then that you definitely don't see anymore. Take a look at the back here. One of my favorite parts of this car is I like the way they finished off the back of the car. It's a very, very clean look. I like the way it comes down. There's those energy absorbing bumpers. Once again, there are owners who take them off. Um, it's got a nice look. It's got that bumblebee look, yellow with the black. If these are the types of cars that you like to see, leave a comment in the comment section. I want to thank you guys for watching. Check out ratiesrides.com. You can send me an email directly there. If you haven't been to my Instagram page, check out Rati's Rides on Instagram for all original content. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next ride.